So last night I went to the Kings and the Hawks Christmas night game and it was fantastic. I mean, beside the fact that my Kings lost, but it was a close game at least, and like they really went to the final possession, which is always a lot of fun, and there was like a lot of ups and downs for both teams. The only downside I would say was definitely the fact that the refs kept taking over and there was over 50 calls and it just felt like so unnecessary at times. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the positive. Let's talk about how the fact that the Hawks look unbeatable right now and their defense is actually getting as good as their offense. Because there were a lot of possessions where the Kings just could not do anything and then the Hawks just took full advantage of it. And if it wasn't for the fact that the Kings are like one of the best like transition teams getting steals and then transitioning, that would have been a lot worse of a result, especially they were down 14 points. But this is like the absolute chaos towards the end. Everybody was up and down. It was fantastic. If you get the chance and you're in the area, it's definitely worth seeing like any NBL game live. It's a lot more of an experience than just watching it at home. Even if your team doesn't win, you can still have a lot of fun. Like, we still had a blast. We lost by 3. This was like the worst shot possible. Some of the highlights that I recorded on my phone, but it would have been a lot better, like that final shot, if it was a proper set play. I don't know what they did in the timeout for them to just give to Kawhi and him being like, oh no, what do I do? Just to throw up a 3, and then it kind of anticlimactic. And another thing, Kawhi has really become like one of the most improved players this season. I think it's really not talked about how well, like how massive his game has gotten better. Like his offensive game, and he's playing a bit more defense than he was last season. And Alex Tui's dropping 20 points in the first half is insane. Like his rise is getting better and better. At the moment, he's like ranked 37th in the country. Not the country, like in the NBA mock draft for next year. And I feel like he's just going to get higher and higher because teams are going to see him as like a player that they can use right now. But on the Hawks end, Trey Kell, what an absolute steal that they got him. Like picking him up from Adelaide, I didn't know if he could get better, but he's just gone to a next level. Like Justin Tatum has found how to unleash him properly. He's an MVP candidate right now. I don't think he will win it because Bryce Cotton is Bryce Cotton, but the fact that he's like the best player on the best team really does help his case, and then just the rest of the team around him just does such a good job. And I do think that this could be the possible grand final game, which would be fantastic because I am definitely down to travel down to Illawara, like down to Wollongong to watch the away games and then come home. Like the Hawks would need a bigger stadium because 5,000 seats is I think what it is in Illawara. They definitely need more than that.